Hi, this is Paul, and I'm sitting here in the Pittsburgh airport waiting for my flight. I thought I might take a few minutes, and I hope the background noise isn't too bad. For a lot of seniors who haven't flown a lot, all the new changes to TSA and to carry on baggage can be confusing at best. I went through today and I have pre check, and it probably took me all of about 2 minutes to go through security. If you don't have pre check, and you travel more than once or twice a year, I strongly suggest you get it. If you're paying for it, I believe it's $85 currently, but it actually works with most of your credit cards. If you have a premium travel credit card, they will pay for that along with global entry, but I'll talk about global entry and mobile passport control, which is another TSA program, in another video, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow. But this is a great airport. It's clean, it's modern, it's easy to get around. Everybody that I've talked to has been smiling and friendly and helpful. And if you can't walk a lot, because it is a big airport, there are places to sit down, but you can certainly get a wheelchair to take you from point A to point B without any problem at all. And as I said, the club lounge that I went into could not have been better. Friendly, smiling, helpful people, great food. They have a full service bar. All in all, it was a great time to spend a couple of hours waiting for my flight. I love flying. It's one of my favorite things to do. Uh, I could probably fly every day if I could afford to do it, but sadly, that's just not how it works. But going to the airport can be traumatizing, it can be stressful, but really, if you allow yourself enough time and you have everything laid out and you know exactly what you need, you have your boarding pass. Some people use it on their phones and they take pictures of it. Some people like to print a hard copy of the boarding pass. The hard copy can come in handy for seniors who may not have charged their phone, because if you get up to the TSA line and you need to show your boarding pass and your phone is run dead for some reason, you're going to have to go all the way back out to the counter, get a pre-printed boarding pass for yourself, and come back again. So it's not the world's worst idea to go ahead and print one out at home, or if you don't have a printer, you can certainly print it at the airport. Going through TSA, I find they are very helpful. Some airports perhaps more helpful than others, but they'll direct you as to what you need. If you can't stand, they have places for you to sit while you're being searched. They will help you through. There's a program called TSA Cares, and if you have any hesitation or anxiety about the TSA process, you can actually sign up with them ahead of time online, and they will have a TSA agent meet you when you first enter the airport, and they'll take you all the way through the TSA line. Now, you're still going to have to go through the normal screening process, just like everybody else does, but you'll have somebody there with you that can answer all of your questions, reassure you, and help you through from A to Z for the entire process. They won't take you to your gate, but they will get you through the TSA process, which is a lot easier now because if you're age 75, you don't need to take your shoes off, and I believe that nobody needs to take their shoes off anymore. But it's a very simple process. You go through it, you wait for your bags, and you're on your way. It really is not all that bad. It's made out to be perhaps more traumatizing online. The big key among everything today in travel is time. Leave yourself enough time. Today, like I said, I went through TSA, pre-check, through the entire process in under 2 minutes. There have been times where I've seen hundreds of people in line. Went to my granddaughter's graduation out of Philadelphia, and I probably was the last person to make it to the plane. The line was a quarter of a mile, if not longer. So you never know what the line is going to be. Just allow yourself some extra time. If you don't have lounge access, bring a book, bring your tablet, Sit, relax, take it easy, buy a cup of coffee. The journey starts when you leave your house. It really shouldn't start when you get where you're going. Enjoy the flight. Enjoy the time at the airport. They can be a lot of fun. There's a lot of neat stores to look at. There's a lot of people who will help you. I have never had any time where I've asked anybody for assistance or asked them a question and they've ignored me. The people just don't, for the most part, do that. Sure, everybody can have a bad day. Heaven only knows I have my fair share of them. But for the most part, people will help you. Enjoy your trip. Don't be hesitant. Don't be afraid because you hear horror stories from your neighbor or your friends or the people you play bridge with, or your doctor, anyone. It really is not bad. It truly is. And in one of the next videos, we're going to be talking about what it's like on the airplane, what the do's and don'ts are. But for this, going through security, which turns off so many other people, shouldn't turn you off. Don't let the fear of security and getting to the airport keep you from going on a flight and enjoying yourself. Have fun, enjoy, because there will be a time when physically or emotionally or mentally, all of us cannot travel anymore. So before that time hits, enjoy yourself, and I will talk to you on the next video.